What's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Nooners with Nick. And today I have a quick tip on how to maintain your pads because a lot of you guys have been asking how long do pads last or how often should you clean them. So today we're going to take a little bit of time to show you just the ins and outs of what pad maintenance is all about. So here I have two pads. One is for your cutting, and you can see it's got caked up polish on there, and this is after a long polishing job where it gets hot, and now the polish has gotten embedded in the fibers of the microfiber. This happens after the pad gets hot, and then the spent polish gets embedded in the foam, and then this can over time start to harden the foam, and it also starts deteriorating. So it's important to clean this at least once during your job or after the job so that it doesn't stay like this and stain it permanently. And then over here we also have a finishing pad, which is just for applying your favorite glaze, sealant, or waxes. And also you can see that it's got a little bit of probably glaze that's stuck on the foam here, but using one product, which is your pad cleaner. It's a citrus base. This will remove anything that's on the surface. It doesn't matter if you're using a compound, a polish, or your favorite glaze, sealant, or wax. You simply spray it on the surface, and we'll give it a moment to kind of penetrate it. But this is just a quick way to show you guys how to properly clean your pads, because a lot of people have their own ideas or their own techniques to clean their pads, which is fine. But this is going to be the safest way and the easiest way to remove it without using expensive equipment or having your own kind of special detailing tools. This is the gentlest way to remove any spent polish or any spent product in general with just using one product. And this is a very fine brush, so you don't need a universal pad washer. You just need a brush. You can also use your dirt trap and run it against that. But this brush will help you thoroughly get out any spent product. And you can see here there's a definitive line where there's spent product and also a clean foam pad. Again, you can use this on your foam or microfiber pads. Some people still use wool. This is safe for that as well. You can see there, it just removes it. And then to finish off the job, you want to spray it or rinse it off using a hose, or you can run it under the sink using warm water. Same process for your finishing or applicating pads. Spray it on the surface here. Give it a moment so that it kind of helps to lift and suspend any of the spent product. This is also great if you're working in between jobs where you don't want to cross-contaminate between compounds or kind of polishes or any kind of wax and sealants. You can clean it halfway during the job. That's a question we also get, is how many pads do we use during a typical polishing job? And usually it's one or two. We'll clean it halfway through if it starts to get dirty or if it starts to get filled up with spent product, but usually you don't need a whole set of polishing pads to do one vehicle unless it's really bad. But you can see here you got a nice clean side on one end and then the spent product on one end. This is all just with one product using the pad cleaner. Again, spray it on the surface and then brush it out, and then to thoroughly clean it off, you want to rinse it underneath the running water or a hose. And then to make sure that you don't get any water stuck inside of the foam, put it back on your machine and then turn on its high speed setting to spin out any of the spent water. That way you put it away dry and it's not going to create any kind of mildew or mold, which will deteriorate even faster and it'll be less effective or you have to replace it. So this is just the basic way to keep your pads looking and working as best as possible. This is something you guys can pick up on our website, chemicalguys.com, or at your local detail garage. So again, guys, thanks so much for tuning in for another episode of Nooners with Nick. If you guys keep dropping your comments down below, we can keep making videos on whatever you guys want to see or talk about. It literally can be about anything, detailing related, hobbies, lifestyles. Just keep dropping your comments down below and we'll keep answering your questions. And as always, we'll see you guys next time right here in the Detail Garage.